Paladin Dance. Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Halen, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. He shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best.
Thanks. I promise not to let you down.
You don't have to prove anything else to me. Getting that transmitter was enough.
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
I got tired of wandering alone.
Too bad. I was getting used to the thought of you leaving.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict code of ethics. If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
Don't worry. I've spent time in the military.
Perfect. Then there's no need to give you a long lecture, so I'll get right to the point. I only ask for two things from anyone under my command: honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. It's as simple as that. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Thank you.
Thanks aren't necessary. Just continue excelling.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
He doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon. Now, I've received orders that... However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reese first, they could certainly use your assistance. I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
All right, out with it. What's your game?
I hope I haven't offended you again.
Offended? Hardly. I'm just trying to figure you out. You're not the military type. You're a loner. So I can't figure out why you're sticking around. You got what you wanted, so why don't you hit the road?
What can I say that will make you trust me?
There's nothing you can say. Trust is earned through act. Look, I'm gonna cut you but if you step out of line and put any of my brothers or sisters in danger, I'll make sure you regret it. So, ready for your assignment, hero?
Ready.
Then listen up. Like it or not, I'm talking about mute. This op is all the details you need. Don't come back until the job's done.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
Reese still giving you the cold shoulder.
I wish we can see eye to eye.
Reese only sees one thing. Reese bleeds, bro. If anything else...
Is there something
When I first joined up, Reese is the one who sponsored me. I thought there was... He told me that we never... Look, If you're worried about Reese... So, are you ready?
Ready.
Great. One of the brothers...
Sure.
I have a list here. Good luck.
Hey,
What's the plan?
wait there.
I'll stay put.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxson's here. And that means we're going to war.
Who's Elder Maxson?
Maxson? Man's a lunatic.
Sure.
Maxson is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, I've received orders that were... Follow me up to the roof of the police station.
Paladin Dance.
If synths were meant to fly, they would have built us with wings.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
Hey,
I'm listening.
over here.
Good plan.
Hold position.
Guess I'll settle in then.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
And what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine. If Dance hadn't accepting outsiders like yourself. I've read, you might expect an endorsement. The Brotherhood of Steel, as the captain of this. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxson wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command. Dismissed, Initiate.
You lost. Maxson's address is being held on the command deck.
Welcome aboard. Elder Maxson is holding his address inside the command deck.
Hi.
Welcome aboard. Elder Maxson is holding his address.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle.
Mm-hmm. I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of
Paladin
work ahead
Dance.
of us, brother.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxson?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without I just hope you appreciate not to put too fine a point on it.
I won't let you down, Dance.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first, in order to be an effective part of the team, since I've been officially assigned...
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding. If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of brotherhood across the Commonwealth.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of... First question. As a child...
There wasn't that much radiation around.
Before the bombs, you were a Vault. You're probably healthier. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your...
Sure.
Okay, second, have you ever had, or...
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. Have you ever had sexual...
Well, there was this one really ugly girl in college. I mean, I had to get drunk, and it was a dare, and
That hardly qualifies, so I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the...
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever.
That's an acceptable answer. Excellent. I think I see no reason to prevent you. If you...
Proctor.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the...
I think you're confused.
Perhaps I need... Since it's obvious.
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew.
Ah, yes. You must... Sure. Under normal circumstances. However, unfortunate...
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Common, I'm authorized to pay you for... And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, in any event, it was a...
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago.
Proctor Ingram?
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting.
Got it.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking... Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well...
Sure.
My name's Ingram. If your power...
While you're at it, my car is making this weird grinding noise when I back it out of the driveway.
You're gonna have to take a number. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Would it help if I promised not to tell anyone else?
Okay, okay. Get you off my back about it. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow, that's pretty lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all about the steel, the servos, and the circuits. Besides, I'd hardly call getting both my legs crushed lucky. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. And this is the stowage deep. The power... If you need to stock up...
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the... When I tell most... Sure. The good news is... Yeah, most... Of course.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them. It just involves... And since I'm... After you're done, in the meantime, if you ever need...
Right. Proctor.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cave.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. And this is the stowage. The powers... If you need to stock...
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since some... Keeping the Brotherhood supplied. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever... Yeah, mostly, of course.
I could use some extra...
You need them. It just... And since... After you're done... In the meantime, if you ever...
Congratulations on the promotion.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferrules like paper.
Feels like you can take on the world in there, doesn't it?
Hi.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Watch your step, sir.
Elder Maxon?
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Hey.
What do you want? Yeah?
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind us.
That's all for now.
Not a problem.
set her down, and then hightail it back to the Prydwen for repairs.
Targets have disengaged.
I hear some gonna be a good fight!
No mercy!
That's it.
Do it!
Maintain your position! Down.
What's that?
Whatever this thing was, it's been totally torn to pieces. I'm not gonna be hostile. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxson. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed. Head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shell and the mess.
Elder.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that. In order to bring the Institute to its knees,
right,
I try to supply my soldiers with the best. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply an even greater task lies. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain...
That's fortunate.
Yes. Securing use... That said, we're fairly certain.
I'm surprised at the Brotherhood.
Had I been in command, your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down... If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.